Welcome back again, guys. So this is the third part of this project named salary management system. So in my last video I have explained that the how the splash screen is working of this project. So in this video I'm going to explain the next part, that in this video I will continue the remaining part of this project. So now we, after screen splash screen, the login window will come out. Okay, so here's the code for this login window. So this is the login.java. Okay, so login.java will be come out after this splash screen. So basically the login class is used for checking the credential and give the access to the user to log in the system, so that the right person can access the system. Okay, so it will basically the check the credential to the database, and if the credential are matched, then it will give the access to the user to control the system. Okay, right. So firstly, in this we have four packages, sorry, we have four libraries, that is AWT. AWT is for framework and event, because we want some kind of like dynamic things, like if we click on some button or some label, so it should go or redirect to the another window. So that is why in this event library is importing in this class, right? So action listener is a function in this, action listener is a class in this event library, right? And the swing is for framework, for the Java frame and other things. And SQL library is for executing the SQL command. Okay, so here, from here the class starts. So this class name is login, that is extending the Java frame, that is JFrame, and implementing this interface, that is action listener. So we have so in this login page we have two labels, two text boxes, one image and two buttons. Okay, so for this text box we have the data type, that is J text field, and for the password field we have J password field, and for the buttons we have buttons, and for the labels we have J label, right? J button, J label. These all classes are in swing, right? So if I click on this submit button, so it should redirect me to the another window, so that this two buttons are dynamic, right? Or all the other things are static. Okay, now we have a login constructor. So the super keyword, so what is the work of the super keyword? So whatever the parameters or whatever the kind of things is written in the super, so it will be shown at this point in the login window, right? So I have written the login page, so that is why it is showing the login page here. Now guys, we have four types of layouts in Java Swing. Okay, so in this class I have used the border layout. So we have four layouts, like border layout, grid layout, border layout, and flow layout. Okay, and one more layout. Okay, so I have used the border layout in this login.java. So, and then T1 and T2, T1 and T2 are the text fields and the text password fields, right? Then Java label L. Now I am copying this image icon, and image icon is getting the system resource user.png, and user.png is nothing but this picture, and this picture is coming from the system resource, that is here. So in this picture folder we have user.png, and user.png will load by this class loader class. Okay, then this Java label will copy this user.png. Then B1 button is having two parameters. First is the name of the button, that is submit. Whatever you write in at this point, it will be reflected here. Okay, and then it is having an image. An image is ok.png, and it is coming from this folder, that is icon. An icon is this folder. Okay, so same concept. And now B2 is same, like cancel, and cancel is coming having an image that is coming from this icon folder. Okay, and now B1 and B2 has to do something, like if I click on this submit button, it should go to another page. Okay, so that is why I am enabling, I am making it as a dynamic button. like b1 dot add action listener and b2 dot add action listener, so that it can do something else if I click on this. Okay, then we have 4 panels, Java panel, p1, p2, p3, p4, right? Now add border layout. So L is the this image, so L is setting at west position in this window, because in border layout we have 4 places: east, west, north, south. North, south, west, east. Okay, so this is west side of this window. Okay, now p2 dot p2 is the nothing but a label. Okay, so label, I'm labeling the name is username, so whatever you will write here, it will shown here. Okay, so this is username, and this p2 dot password. Okay, and it is setting in this center of this window. Okay, now this p4 and p4 dot because I have to add this button on this window, so I am adding this window. I am adding these buttons b1 and b2 by this p1 or p4. Okay, so now I am adding the p4. What is p4? P4 is these buttons. So these buttons are setting at south point. Okay, now this is the set size, set location, set visible. So set size is nothing but the size of this window. Okay, and set location is where this whenever I execute this class, where this window will be came out. So it will be came out at 600 and 400. 600 is the x axis of the screen, and 400 is the y axis of the screen. Okay, so it will be come out at 600 and y100 coordinates, and the size from 600 and y100 400, it will be setting its size as 400 in the width and 250 in the y-axis. So this is the x-axis of this window, and this is the y-axis of this window. Okay, now this is the action performed. So this is the main thing where we should focus. So now whatever the things are in this text fields or password fields, so it should be matched from the database. So I am making an object of con class, that is this class. Okay, so and it is having two string, that is u and v, and u is having the text get text. Get text function is the function which can be used for taking the data from the text fields. Okay, so it is taking the data from text field user, and it is copying in u, and it is taking the password from the password field, and it is copying in v. Okay, now we have a string, and this is the query line which should be execute whenever I click on this button. So select star from login, where username is u and password is v. So it should be matched. If this is match, so it will check. It will firstly it is having this query. Okay, now result set is a class which checks the cell by cell data from the table. Okay, like if we have two rows and 2 columns in the table, so firstly it will check the first column, and then it will check the next column, until it will check to the n column. Okay, so in this case we have only two functions, we have only 2 columns. So let me show you which column we have. So this is the database, like show database. So I have to use the project database, because we have used the project database. So show tables. So in login table, so select star from login. So we have two fields. Okay, like username and password. So this result set will check this first field, then it will jump to the next field, and it will, if it is having the third field, so it will jump to the third field. So this is how this result set is working, and it will check the first field, and if this first field is matching to the to this get text field, then it will ask the project.java to get visible, and then this login dot page should be disabled after after redirect to the new page. Okay, so that is why we are writing this project dot set visible true and then set visible dot false. That is for this window. And if if the credential are wrong, or if the credential are empty, then this else function, else block will be uh, will be execute, right? And it will show a invalid, it will show a message dialog that is called invalid login. Like if I submit, if this is empty and I submit, then it will show a dialog box that is invalid login. Okay, now this is that, and this all things is in try, and the because the if any other exception is will occur, then this catch block will be called. Then this is the main function, which is actually called by the compiler. So I am calling this login function, that is login class in at here. So this is all for this class, that is login.java. Now after, if I log in correctly in this class, like if I log in correctly in this if the credential are right, then it should go to the project.java class. So this Java class came. So what is the code for this Java class, for this project.java? Let me show you. So this is the code, project.java, for this window. So it is having a menu bar, okay, and it is also having the heading of this window, and it is having an image, and menu bar is having 5 menus, 1 2 3 4 5, and menu bar is having some more features in this menus, right? So let me explain. So these are the libraries that I have already explained in my last login.java, so I am not going to explain it again, because it's a very simple thing. Because if we want to use the class of this library, so we have to import these libraries, right? So now we have a class that is a project, and it is extending the JFrame, because we want the frame of Java, that is this frame. Okay, this is the nothing but a J frame. Okay, and it is implementing the action listener, so that if I click on this, then if I click on add new employee, so it should redirect me to the another activity, right? So now this is the super. Why we use super? Whatever I will write in this super, so it will be visible at this point, right? Done. Then size of this of this window is size of this window is 2000 comma 1100. So 2000 is this x-axis and 1100 is the y-axis, right? Then it is having the color as white, because the default color of any NetBeans window is this light gray. But I don't want the light gray color. That is why I am using this white color as the background color of this window, right? Now I'm taking I'm using this picture. So how I am getting this picture, using this get system resource. So I have already explained in my last class how this get resource is working, so I'm not going to explain it again. Then I am resizing it, because this size is very large, so I'm resizing it as 1200 comma 700. 1200 is x-axis and 700 is y. Okay, then this is the J menu bar. So this is the J menu bar. Then I am rigiding, basically I am expanding this menu bar, because the default size is very small. That is why I am expanding this menu bar in y-axis, and in the form of its width and its height. So I am giving its height as 300 and width as 100, right? Now I have how many things I have in this menu bar. I have first employee. So the J menu M1 is equal to new J menu employee. So this employee will be created. Then this employee is having this blue color as a foreground color. Foreground is nothing but the text color. Okay, then it is having the bold format of the font, and 20 size, right? Now J item. So J item T1. So J menu item is what? J menu items are this. these are the items in this J menu, right? So there are three items in this employee. So the first item is add new employee. So this is the add new employee, and this is the having the blue color and having the 12 size and plain font. Okay, and I have already also used mnemonics that if you click Control plus N, then it will also work as same as like if you click on this new, right? Like if I just press Control N, so it will be this new employee window will came out, right? So it is nothing but a shortcut key. Okay, so this line is for shortcut key. For shortcut key, ठीक है, for using shortcut key. then 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 this is having also an image icon. So this is the code for the image icon, that is new.png, which is in icons folder, right? Then we have the third menu, the second menu, second menu item, that is salary entry. So the salary entry is having the same code as like the add a new employee. So this is the same code I have already explained for this add new employee. This is the very simplest thing. You can just relate with this thing. Okay, now we have the next menu, that is list of employees, that is this list of employees. Then after that, the same part. Now I'm adding these things. Now I'm adding this in M1. M1 is what? M1 is this menu, and I'm adding this T1, T2, whatever the things, T1 and T3 and T4. These are the menu item. I'm adding this item in the menu. So in a particular menu, this item should be added. Okay, so these items is added in this employee. Okay, so this is the work for this employee. Then the same work for this update. Like I will create a menu, J menu, for update details, and I will create three J menu item for this update employee and update employee details and attendance entry, and same as for this, and same as for this, and same as for this. Now I have explained you that how this update details is working. So same as like update details, this update employee details is working, and entry attendance is working. Like, let me show you. So update details is a J menu, and these are the J items. Okay, right? So I have explained you how this employee is having these things. So the same thing will be work for this update details, employee report, shortcuts. Okay, so how? Like now we have this update details. Okay, so update details is J menu. Okay, and it is having the red color, and it is having the font format, that is bold, and 20 is the size, and this is the style of the font, right? Now J menu is having three items. So the first item name is update salary of the employee, and the second item is update employee detail, and the third is entry attendance entry. Okay, so this is how. So the working of this the code is very same, like this salary entry, add new employee. So I'm not going to explain it again. And the same thing is for this employee report. So employee report is the J menu, and these employee J menu is having two items, that is generate salary slip and attendance record. And then we have shortcut. Shortcut is having notepad. Now this is the important thing, like notepad is the first. So whenever and notepad is having this image, and this is the mnemonics, and this is calculator, and this is web browser. So shortcut is having three items, that is notepad, calculator, and web browser. And now at the last we have exit. Where is it? This is here. Okay, we have exit, right? So the main thing, if I click on this add new employee, so after that, okay, one thing, after that action performed function will be called, and action performed function will do, it will get the command from the user as a message, and it will check this message that it is equals to the add new employee, or it is equal to the list of employees, or it is equal to the update in employee details, or it is equal to the anything. So if it is equal to this add new employee, so this new employee class will be visible. Okay, it will be set true. Okay, and if it is equal to list of employee, then this list employees will be visible true. Okay, now so this is the same, okay, for the update details till the update salary of employee. But if it is equal to the notepad, then this system resource system software will be called, that is notepad.exe. So this is the line, this is the code for this for calling the system notepad, and this is the line for calling the system calculator, and this is the path of the web browser, that is for Google browser, a Chrome browser. And if you want to change this, if you want to enable the Mozilla or something, Opera or something else, then you just have to give the path of that exe file, right? So and if the exit menu, if the exit item is selected, then this line will be called, and this line is nothing but a system.exit. System is a class and exit is a function of this system class, and whenever this line is written at any point and the compiler get this line, so this is just to mean that it has to be exit from that point, right? Then this main function, and main function will call this project file, that is project.java constructor, right? And this constructor, because it is the actually file which is called by the it is the actually function which is called by the compiler. So this is all for this project.java. I hope it is understanding to you, and if it is not, then you can just give me just you can just write down the message at what point you are not understanding anything. I will definitely reply you back. So this is all for this video, because this video is getting very longer, so I will make more parts of this project. So please watch the next part of this video, and thank you so much.